delay. We had a technical difficulty. Sorry, prayerfully that it doesn't happen again. We got our tech guys on it. He's pretty good with it. So the brother got us right in the game. So we're gonna pick back up where we started out at the book of Saint John, chapter 6, starting at verse 66. It said, "From that time, many of his disciples went back
When many of his disciples went back
and walked no more with him."
and walked no more with him.
Verse 67. Then said Yahushua unto the 12, Will ye also go away?
And Yahweh Shai turned around and looked at him. Y'all gonna leave me too? Man, everybody else left me hanging. Y'all gonna leave me too? Go ahead.
Then Simon Peter answered him, Lord, to whom shall we go?
They like, man, where we gonna go? Man, we've been walking with you all this time. We don't know where to go. We gonna follow you. Where we gonna go? Go ahead.
Thou hast the words of eternal life.
And you got the words. You got the truth. You got the light. Like, man, we ain't trying to go nowhere because it's gonna be death if we trying to leave you. Go ahead, Ken.
Verse 69. And we believe and are sure that thou art the Christ.
And they believe and they are sure, because you have to be sure about this walk. You have to be confident. You have to be sure in this walk. You have to understand this. This is serious business. Go ahead, Ken.
The Son of the living God.
The Son of the living God. Man, you have to understand the magnitude of what they were seeing at the time when Christ was living, seeing him heal the blind, seeing him heal the sick. And people actually left. People actually turned away. You have to understand the mentality of our people. Our people, you got to be wicked to not even want to follow. To follow Yahweh Shai, you have to be a fool. Go ahead, King.
Verse 70. Yahweh Shai answered them, How have not I chosen ye 12? No, have not I chosen ye 12? And one of you is a devil.
And the Most High knew it, just like we was just saying in John 6 and 54. The Most High know that they weren't gonna believe. The Most High know they weren't gonna believe. Go ahead, King.
Verse 71, last verse. He spake of Judas Iscariot, the son of Simon.
The son of Simon, Judas.
So this Judas was just chilling amongst them. Now here's the thing. Now this goes to show though. I don't mean to cut you off, King, but
King, bring it out.
But right, he said. Now Christ knew one of his disciples, the 12, one of the special ones amongst him, was an Opp. You gotta understand it. You gotta understand it though.
Man, come on, that's going on today in Israel, man.
Here's the thing though, because we just read earlier that all the rest of this, it was a whole bunch of disciples that left him. Hundreds of them, they left him. And the 12 that stayed, one of them was an Opp. So you might, now I say that to say this, you might have somebody that may be down with you. That may be down with you like an H Boom Coon, man, all the way to the end.
All the way to
but
the
end. That scoundrel is plotting your downfall, man.
Hey, this is why y'all have to, we as a people have to gather ourselves together, Zephaniah 2:1. Because if we don't, we are subject to have one of those Judases around us and don't even know it. Can't even discern because our spirit is not right with the Most High.
Remember, William O'Neal was with the Black Panther Party. He was actually doing a lot of good work in the community.
He was.
People don't understand. He was a government agent, right? The Negro, the Sambo that sold out Fred Hampton, did a lot of good in the black community.
Yeah, he did.
He was doing a lot of good. He was feeding the children. He was doing the Black Panther where they would feed the children in the morning, the breakfast, in the afternoon, and all that good stuff. He was doing fly missions all up in the community. He was walking through the community, preaching liberation,
unity,
military style, all of that. William O'Neal, the whole time he meeting up with the government, wondering how to plot to get Fred Hampton. Whole time, man.
Man, and y'all have to understand how serious that is. So we have to do some self-examination for ourselves and those who we keep company of or keep company around.
Let me finish verse 71.
Go ahead.
Said, he spake of Judas Iscariot,
He spake of Judas Iscariot,
the son of Simon, for he it was that should betray him, being one of the 12. With that being said, let me get First
You gonna
John.
go back to where you was? You gonna go back?
No. That
Okay,
was it on that. Let me get First John 2 and 19 because this right here, I'm glad you brought that scripture out because this is gonna go into this one right here. This is gonna flow beautifully. You know, First John chapter 2, starting at verse 19. Let me see.
This is First John chapter 2.
Start at verse
18.
15.
15. This is the book of First John chapter 2 verse 15.
Just a little snippet right here for some, just a little jewel right here. Read that.
Love not the world.
Love not the world. Read.
Neither the things that are in the world.
Neither the things that are in the world, because what causes an op to turn and betray against the righteous? Things. And stuff that is in the world.
That's
promises made by Satan. Right? Oh, I'm gonna get you if you go let us know the blueprints of his apartment. I got this $2 million for you. You know, I can make your life. I can fix your life forever. I can make your life amazing. Just tell me just give me the blueprints to his apartment and let us do the rest. You ain't gotta do nothing. Or you ain't gotta tell nobody.
Or they will bribe you. Hey, yeah, man. Hey, I know you stole this money. Hey, look, if you don't get this information back to us at this certain period of time, we're gonna pin this on you. We're gonna bring this back up, and you will never get you will not get let off from these charges. They will blackmail us as well.
Right. Read that from the top again, King. Verse 15.
Love not the world.
Read.
Neither the things that are in the world.
Don't love the things that are in it. Read.
For any man love the world.
Well, if you love the world, right? Read.
The love of the Father is not in him.
The love of God is not in you, because the world is wicked. Remember, Job 9:24 said the earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
That's right.
Read verse 16.
Verse 16. For all that is in the world,
read,
the lust of the flesh.
Because the things in this world is lust of the flesh, money, cars, Jews, clothes, all of that. Read.
And the lust of the eyes.
Because you lust with your eyes, because you see these things. You want the new car. We see the big drug dealers riding the Lambo. We want it. We see the big house on the hill. We want that stuff. We lust after that stuff.
We see Esau with it.
Yes, we see the so-called white man with it. That's right. We see the so-called white man with it, and he bribes it. That's what they call a token Negro. It's a scene in the movie.
That's right.
You can find that scene. I don't know if it's possible, but I want to say it's what is it? Is it in the movie? It's in one of them. Is it Uncle Tom's? Not Uncle Tom's Cabin. What's the name of the movie where they were showing? It was a slave movie, and they were sitting at the table, and it was like, when the Negro is rich, you gotta take him out of the hood. Trick baby. That's what. That's what that was on. Say when you're rich, you gotta take them out of the hood. Why?
That's right.
Why you gotta take him out of the hood? Because you got to make him promises that he's gonna be higher and above the other Negroes. You can't let him.
That's you liberal.
Because he gonna be like, he might start breaking bread with them down there, and he might start. He might start being affiliated with his people. No, you gotta disconnect him from them, so he can sell them out.
Secret. He might tell them the secret.
Right. So he can sell them out, because we're making a coon.
And the Most High said, envy not thy oppressor, and choose none of his ways.
That's right.
And a gift destroyeth the heart.
That's right. Read that from the top one more time. Verse 16.
Verse 16. You want to play the clip? Yeah, play the clip first, and then we'll go with the verse.
Play the trick, yeah. If you got it, if you can.
Did y'all see the disclaimer on there?
Are we able to play it though? I mean, it ain't gonna be.
Yeah, he able to play it.
Be a copyright strike or nothing.
Nah, he disclaimer.
It's you liberals who have lifted them up, Howard.
Paul, you conservatives make a mistake. You can't afford to strangle hope in people. Without hope, people become dangerous.
No, Howard, you liberals have let them invade our society. You give them jobs, political jobs.
Paul, you missed the point. It's only the smart ones we move up.
That makes it even worse.
No, we have to move them up. If we leave a smart one in the ghetto, he might develop into a leader against us. But if we raise him up into white society, we neutralize him. He feels compelled to try to act like us. He loses his identity and his racial anger, if he has any. He becomes alien to his brothers. They realize he sold them out and they grow to hate him. He becomes worthless to them and safe for us. No, thank you. In fact, in his love for the creature comforts, except for his color, he's become one of us.
And
see, this is what we was just saying. The Most High said, envy not thy oppressor. And you heard a key point to what he said in there? Yeah. He said it'll make him trigger racial anger.
Right.
Meaning black on black crime.
Said basically you have to take him out of the hood, right? Because what he might do, he might start to identify with his own people and he might unite against us. They said, no, we can't have that. We're creating an Agent Smith. Only way we'll put him back in the neighborhood is unless we know he's fully indoctrinated with us, among us. Right. Unless he's fully indoctrinated with white supremacy. And then they will make him safe enough to go amongst them and undermine them, Negroes, for us. That's the only reason why they will bring him back. But drop down to verse 19. I'm sorry. Yeah, 19.
Verse 19.
This is the kicker.
They went out from us.
They went out from us. Read.
But they were not of us.
They were not of us. Like we just read that when Christ all the disciples, they went out, they all turned their backs on him.
That's right.
They're gonna be people, right? There's gonna be, and this is not for those even in the truth, and just even in the world in general. There's gonna be people that's gonna be among that's gonna walk with you. Remember, William O'Neill walked and marched with Fred Hampton. They came out from among us. Read. They went out from among us. Verse 19.
For if they had been of us.
Hold on, start from the top.
Verse 19. They went out from us.
They went out from us. Read.
But they were not of us.
But they were not of us. Judas Iscariot, he went out from among the disciples, but he was not one of them.
That's right.
William O'Neill, he walked with the Black Panthers, but he was not one of them. He was an op. He was a secret agent. Literally, he was a secret agent. Read.
For if they had been of us.
Because if they had been of us, read.
They would not doubt have continued with us.
They would not undoubtedly have stayed with us and continued on the course. Judas Iscariot would not have betrayed Christ.
That's right.
William O'Neill would not have betrayed Fred Hampton. Al Sharpton would not have threw Kyrie Irving under the bus. Read. They were not continued with us, but they, verse 19.
Oh, but they went out.
But they went out.
That they might be made manifest.
They went out so that they might be made manifest, so it can be revealed that they are in opposition to the truth.
That they were not all of us.
They were not all of us.
And this is where you get that all Israel ain't Israel. Yeah. And we have to understand it and accept it. It's a lot of things in this truth, in this walk. Hey, this walk ain't no, man. Hey, it's sweet when you hear it, but it's bitter with taste. It's bitter when it go down. It's bitter, man. Don't get in this truth and think it's finna be all roses and petals, man, and confetti everywhere. Man, it's going to be some hardship. You're going to lose the closest people to you. The Most High is going to chastise you.
it's gonna be some people that's gonna be around you. They're gonna be government agents. They're
And
going to,
literally sell you out.
and they're not necessarily have to be like a William O'Neill type of agent, but they're just gonna be they're just gonna implement savagery. They're just gonna sabotage you, undermine you, which is some operative stuff.
Assassinate your character.
Assassinate your character,
Bring it
come
out.
out, and they'll create a false narrative against you, so they can give themselves an excuse to be in opposition to
That's
you.
right. That's right.
Go online and then say, hey, yeah, I used to be with them niggas over there. Yeah, they don't even like women. They hate they women. Yeah, I used to be with them.
And look, they literally sit and plot and think that they're doing God's work. They think that they're righteous. Matter of fact, King, can you hold everyone say get Proverbs 14 and 12? Because man, they think that they have it all down packed, because if they didn't think that they have it down packed, they wouldn't be reacting in this manner. They wouldn't be so mischief. They once saw discourse. If they understood that loving thy brother, first of all, loving the Lord with all thy heart and all thy soul, and loving thy brother as you love yourself, it wouldn't be this way. But since they are lacking the spirit of the Most High, the fruit of the Spirit, then this is why they can't understand these interpretations. You got that, King? The Proverbs 14.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 14, in verse, 16?
14 and 12.
14 in verse 12.
Come.
There's a way which seemeth right unto a man.
Man, there's a way that seemeth right to a man. A lot, just like my brother was just bringing out. Man, a lot of these people what's his name? William
O'Neill.
William O'Neill. He thought he was doing something right. Cause man, just imagine you got all these other nations. They got money, they got power. They boosting your head up to do these certain things, to sell your brother out. They telling you it's a good thing, it's beneficial for you.
R.R. Moten was an
Come
FBI
on.
agent who undermined the Back to Africa movement by Marcus Garvey. He was undermined the whole time. He was walking amongst Marcus Garvey, and he was the ships that Marcus Garvey had that he was gonna use for black folk. He was sabotaging the ships.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Sabotaging
Sinking
the
them
engines on them.
Yeah, on purpose.
He was undermining them. Now the whole time they thinking this is a brother, but this dude working for the white man, undermining their ships, man, undermining the whole movement.
And this is proves the curses are real. Yeah. This prove, man, this is out of a shadow of a doubt that every word in this scripture, every word in this book is true. It's only pertaining to us. This is why these people, it's hilarious. They can't even compare to us. These curses only follow us. You don't see this going in the Chinese community. You don't see this in the Arab community. You don't see this in the East Indian community. Man, we only hate one another, man. Go ahead, King.
There is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death.
The end thereof is death. Look at all of these people that betrayed their own people. Look at all these Israelites, God's chosen people. Look how they did their own people. Look how they sold out their own people. Look how Saul hated David. And they supposed to be brothers. They supposed to be brothers. But he hated him so much to where it led to his own demise, his own death. So this is what you're only setting yourself up. When you set your brother up or your sister up, you're only condemning your own demise. It's your own damnation. Go ahead, King.
Well, because here's the thing, like when you said, family, we're supposed to be family.
Come on, King.
A lot of people don't understand that the people who's closest to you might be some of the ones to sell you out. When that day come, right, we're gonna see who's really on your team. Family, your wife, your child, your uncle. Give me Matthews 10 and 36.
Matthew 10 and 36.
Get Matthew 10:36 because I got to bring this one out because this is gonna be a tough one right here. This one is gonna be a tough one, and we have to understand something. Ezra, you could go to the media chat and pull up those those screenshots. Well, that one too, but let me get the screenshots.
You want 10 and Matthew
Not the
10?
video. Yeah.
You want Matthew 10 or what?
Matthew 10 and 36.
You want me to read it first?
Yeah, we're gonna read this first. Yeah, go ahead.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 36.
Read.
And a man's foe shall be thy Salakia. A man's foe shall be
Take your time.
thy of his own household.
And a man's foes shall be of his own household. Verse 37, read.
He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me.
He that loveth father and mother more than Yahushua is not worthy of him. Read.
And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me.
Why? Because he know in those days, who's to say that they're not gonna? It said these gonna be foes of your own household. We love our women, we love our children, we love our people, but there might come a time where some of these people may sell you out.
The same people.
These people, remember, they walking amongst you. They are around you. I'm not saying that everybody in your family, that your friends, you don't need to trust nobody. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that when that time comes, you don't know. Most people don't know what they're gonna do in that time. You don't know when those martial law troops come kicking in your door. When it come time to get that chip and they start forcing it on people. When somebody's child is threatening somebody's child,
bring it out.
You don't know. Your sister might be like, you know what? Yeah,
I know
that
he
nigga,
is.
he be with them Israelites over there. He be with them over there.
Now, come on.
Please
Bring it out,
please
King.
don't kill my babies.
Bring it out, King.
You know,
and that's what they're going to do.
You'll never know what you going to do in that time, man. You never know what you going to do. You never know how you going to respond. Hey, your wife might be foes of your own house.
Real talk.
Who's to say your wife?
Real talk, King.
Might be like, hey, I don't want to go in on wilderness. I don't want to go on. Ain't no weave out there. Ain't no hair weave out there. You talk about? I don't want to go out. Hey,
ain't no soap out there.
Ain't no McDonald's. Ain't no McDonald's.
Ain't no eyelashes out there.
They're looking for Esau. Where you at, Esau? You telling me ain't got no central heat in the air? I can't be around you niggas.
Ain't no feminine products.
No feminine products. None of that.
So all that bucking up. What
All
you
of
gonna,
that.
man? Ain't nobody. You think somebody gonna listen to you? You smell like wilderness. You think you can muzzle your eyes, blink your eyes 100 times, and the man gonna be like a genie in the wilderness? You better wake up out of captivity.
Yes, indeed. I mentioned that to say this because what we're about to embark on, like what's going on now in the earth, there was just elections, right? They're super big on this whole the feminists, the black feminists, right? In the white, which ain't nothing but a segment of the white feminist.
That's right.
Movement. The white supremacist, the white woman. That's all it is. But anyway, you have a certain sector of black women, right, who call themselves black feminists, and they are vehemently against black men. They are causing this rift. They're making this gender war. They're the cause of this gender war.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? The problem with it is, though, is that a lot of the sisters who are not feminists allowing these black feminists to walk amongst them. So we as black, we don't know who is you. You walking with them. You're not condemning them. You're not separating yourself from like, hey, I'm not with them. You're walking with the Opps. You're literally walking with them, and you identify as female with them, and you think you have some sort of camaraderie with them, and you don't.
Man, it's just straight madness.
These people hate black men. They hate us.
And then
when Stacey Abrams lost in Georgia, right? When she lost in Georgia, the first people they blamed was brothers. The first people they blamed was brothers. And Jake, we love our women, man. We love our women more than anything. We love our women. We love the hell out of some black women. We do.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, man, a lot of them have been turned. You know, like you get bit by a vampire. You know how you
Man.
and they get
Whole
sired,
nother
they
person.
get turned. And they got bit by white supremacy, man. They turned, man. Like
It's true.
and a lot of them, man. It's so bad, man.
Man, they
Like,
forgot the path.
they have been completely turned against it. They're gone.
The- Oh,
Get them all. Get before you do that.
Go ahead,
Before you
go
get the
ahead.
script, get those what's the names for me? Yeah, those screenshots. Pull them up for me because this is after the election. Stacey Abrams lost. This is after she lost, right? There's one of it. It says black men are fucking disappointing. Y'all literally didn't vote for Stacey Abrams. Y'all sick. All y'all are sick, basically. Get the next one.
Cause we don't want to play. Cause we don't want to play this game.
Because if you don't know, if people who don't understand, Stacey Abrams, first off, we're not even supposed to be voting. First
Vote
and
at
foremost.
all.
So black men are the least group that really we're starting to wake up. We're starting not to vote for these people because Stacey Abrams, for one, never promised black men nothing anyway.
Anything.
She's been completely disrespectful to black men, like completely disrespectful to brothers, and we're supposed to just jump tail and vote for this person. This woman hate us
because we the same people.
Even I was speaking. Even we know we don't vote, but
Yeah.
for just for the brothers who are out there who do participate in I.S.A.A.C system like that, why would you even expect them to even vote for this person? And they mistreat the brothers like that.
I haven't even seen this woman with no type of commercials. Like far as you would think with all this gun violence going on within our community, the urban community, that she'll be speaking on certain things, making advertisement, commercials, things of that nature, uplifting the brothers. You know what I'm saying? Uplifting the sisters. She ain't do none of that.
That
She's
no
not
voting,
showing
no
any of
voting,
that.
all of that with the homosexual all up in it.
That's all it
That's
was.
all Stacey Abrams them. That's all them that's the Democrats doing. It was very distasteful and disrespectful to black men. Why would black men want to vote for that? Why would they even want that?
LGBT was behind that as well.
It's sick, man. Why would they want to vote? And then they using shaming language and shaming tactics against brothers.
I mean, and
go to the slide over to the next comment.
Just the language that they choose.
Said the
towards
problem
us.
in Georgia is black men.
Look at how
it's not,
letters.
So it's not white supremacy no more. It's black men are the problem in Georgia now. It says when it comes to this election, y'all hate that black women that a black woman, right, is running so bad that y'all either one didn't go vote or two keep bashing Stacey Abrams for appealing to all black demographics as a scapegoat. First off, this is a bold-faced lie, right? Nobody is bashing Stacey Abrams. The woman told us she don't want to do nothing for black folks. She done already said that. That's the truth. Nobody
I haven't even heard
her.
an advertisement from her. You know what I'm saying? As far as speaking up for our community.
The advertisement was no vote, no fucking. That was the advertisement. That was them. Yeah. That was them. Don't vote and no fucking. Yes. Now you see what I'm talking about. That was the advertisement. But we're supposed to go and support that. Come on, man. Stop.
I mean, what is she? Wow, that man.
But black men are supposed to go. I mean, I'm just looking at the shaming language. Even though we're not even supposed to even engage in the I.S.A.A.C system like that.
Man,
we're not even supposed to engage, but it's just the principle behind, just the audacity that these people have, that black men are just supposed to lay down and accept disrespect like this.
Man, this is just straight madness.
Some dudes, they accept this type of disrespect. Go to the next comment out. Slide over to that next one. Look at those. Dear black man in Georgia, since your sorry asses couldn't be bothered to get Stacey Abrams to the governor's mansion, F you, Killer Mike. Also, they're blaming Killer Mike now. So that's specific now.
On.
You best help Rev Reverend Warnock, if there is a runoff, damn you all. Oh my God! So Warnock is he's a Negro, for the Democrats. He's another bootlick, and he's running up next in December, I think. So now they want black men to get and rally behind him so the Democrats can win, so the Democrats can continue ignoring us, right? Because remember, all of the cities they're killing black people, these are Democratic cities.
Democrats.
I think George Floyd was murdered.
That's right.
It wasn't Milwaukee. That's
Yep,
a Democratic ran city.
that's right.
That's a All these Democratic, Philando Castile, George Floyd, Alton Sterling. These are Democratic run cities, man.
And this is a
And black
prime
people are getting
example.
killed in.
This is a prime example of us not envying our oppressors and choosing none of his ways. We should not be trying to be a part of the white man's society. This is the same society that made it okay to butt break, for us to be sold as cattle, and not only that, to act like they freed us and made laws to actually come against us, and built an infrastructure to make your own people go against one another. I mean, around the whole masses of our whole community, we are the number one most hated, most underrated nationality on the face of this earth. Man, it's no other nations on the face of this earth like Israel, and go through the things that we go through. I mean, on every magnitude, we hate each other. I mean, look at this. Now, she's supposed to be, and the people that are following her, the people that support her, they're supposed to be professional. They're
Right.
supposed to be uplifting our community, and all they do is get a platform just to bring us back down. Like we're not already been beat down. Like society don't already have a foot on our necks. Man, I'm just, man.
It's
I'm
like what they're
shocked,
telling
King.
Listen, it's the same stuff they're telling Kyrie. Shut up and play basketball. What they're telling Kanye.
Man,
It's the same
shut up and
stuff.
make clothes or
Right.
records.
It's the same stuff. They're telling. It's the same. Bow down. That's what they're saying. And remember, these black feminists, they're dark-skinned white women.
Yeah.
They're mentally
It's
white
true.
women in
It's
their
true.
mind. They're
That's
dark-skinned
very
white
true.
women.
King, that's very
You understand what
true.
I'm saying? Like
And
they're not. They,
scary.
they do not see themselves as us. They don't. Go to the next slide, King. I think it's one more. This one right here says Georgia. Y'all really failed Stacey Abrams. Who? No. First off, why are they supposed to be loyal to Stacey Abrams? This woman. Remember, Stacey Abrams also said that black women should boycott sex from black men.
Yep.
I think she was
Yeah,
one
she
of the
did that
ones
a few
behind
months ago.
it.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
A few months ago.
So all black women should stop having sex with black men until they until they vote.
Until they vote for her.
Or something to
Until
that
they
effect.
vote for her, literally.
Right. It says here, there's no reason why she should have been running behind Warnock. I blame Killer Mike, another black man, and those ashy ass black men.
Hold on.
There's make it broaden it up a little bit, King.
Come on.
Let's
man.
blow it up a little bit.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
It says that listen to I blame ashy ass black men that listen to him. So they're blaming Killer Mike and the black men that listen to Killer Mike. Because Killer Mike down in Atlanta now, he's like a political activist now. He's kind of in the community, and he's kind of like a mentor for the youth and all that type of stuff. So he kind of has like a voice now in the black community. So she's talking about Killer Mike. I think was going on like not necessarily like a campaign, but he was like just telling everybody basically about how shady and shyster the Democrats are.
That's right. That's right.
Which is the truth.
It's
Both
true.
sides. We know the white supremacists are wicked as hell, but we're talking about the Democrats who's supposed to be. They claim to be liberal, right? They claim to be liberal, everybody's starting to pick up and wake up that these people are not liberal.
And
Everybody's
they're
starting
no
to pick
different
up
than
on
the
that.
Republicans.
They're no different than the Republicans, King. They're worse. They're actually
They're
worse
actually
than the
worse,
Republicans.
because they're wearing the wolf's coat.
Right, because and not only that, they bring
I mean
in
the sheep coat. They're actually the wolf wearing the sheep coat.
the wolves in sheep's clothing, and not only that, they bring in LGBT stuff. They bringing in all different types of what abortion.
The drag.
Abortion is remember the Republicans, they ain't for abortion. They're white supremacists and they're the devil too. But at least they're not even for abortion. At least they got enough sense to be like, hey, look, we
We're
don't
not
support
killing our
that.
babies.
Look, we the devil, but we don't support population control.
Exactly.
We don't support LGBT and all that. We don't want. We ain't for all that. Look, we just want to be
It's
the
true.
regular white supremacists. We just want to be the regular devil. The Bible speaks.
Hey,
The Democrats though, they like, nah, we got.
we everything.
Right, they got the knife. Like in the what's if you could go to the I.S.A.A.C group chat. Go to the I.S.A.A.C group chat, King, and look at the icon on the that I had made. I think it's in the I.S.A.A.C group chat for Throwdown Thursday.
Go on.
See it right? Get that picture. That's the Democrats right there. That's them in a nutshell. That's them trying to shake your hand with black folk, but that's them with the knife ready to put it in your back.
That sums it up. That's very true. That's very true.
Remember, remember the first scripture we got.
First scripture.
Sirach 12 and 10. Never trust
thy enemy.
Never trust thine. That's why I brought that up. That's why I pulled that scripture, because it never trust thine enemies. But since we getting close to the time,
let me get one right fast.
go ahead.
Michael 4 and 2.
Michael 4 and 2.
Michael 4 and 2. Because we got to understand, we can't be distracted. This is the wrong time to be distracted. In this day of time, in this day of age, this is the wrong time to be distracted. This is the wrong time to not be paying attention. This is the wrong time to not be watching. We have to be mindful of what's going on. It's about to get serious. All hell about to break loose.
Bring it out.
They actually talking about it's going to be a dark winter. And that's what we'll be getting into next week. It's about, are you prepared? Are you getting your spirit prepared? Because we're about to be in some pestilence times, some pestilent times, and we have to understand, this time is winding down. This time is winding down. You got that?
King, we're about to reach perilous times, bro. It's finna get bad. Michael chapter 4 and 2. Or
Bring
2
it
and
out.
4?
4 and 2.
The book of Micah chapter 4 verse 2. And many nations shall come.
And many nations shall come.
And say.
And say.
Come.
Come.
And let us go up to the mountain.
And let us go up to the mountain.
Of the Lord.
Of the Lord.
Into the house of the God of Jacob.
Into the house of the God of Jacob.
And he will teach us. And he will teach us of his ways.
And the Most High is going to teach us of these ways.
And we will walk in his paths.
And we will walk in his path.
For the law shall go forth of Zion.
And the law shall go forth with Zion. He didn't say that the law shall go forth in the so-called Chinese or the so-called East Indians or the so-called white man. He said it should go where?
Forth of Zion.
The forth of Zion. That is the nation of Israel.
And the word of the Lord from Jerusalem.
And the word of the Lord from Jerusalem. So this whole thing, this whole ordeal evolves around Israel. But are you prepared for it? Are you going to get sniffed it out? Are you going to let the Judas that's next to you turn you in or get you copped out or get you out of the spirit? You don't want to get out of the spirit. You don't want to play into the ways of the world, the ways of the evildoers. You got some more on that, King?
I think that's it. Unless you
think that's it. Go ahead.
Let's get just trying to get a little quick one real quick.
Go ahead. What you need?
Saint 1 John 4:1. John 4:1. Since we were going into this was kind of going to what we were talking about earlier.
It's the book of First John, chapter 4, verse 1.
1 John 4:1 read.
Beloved, believe not every spirit,
Let's not believe every spirit, but what?
but try the spirit
But try the spirit.
whether they are of God,
You try these spirits and make sure that they are of God. And read.
because many false prophets
Many false prophets that would do what?
are gone out into the world.
There are many false prophets that gone out into the world. Let's get one of those false. Is that it on it?
One
Let-
more.
Go ahead.
Verse 2. Hereby know ye the Spirit of God.
Read.
Every spirit that confesseth that Yahushua is come in the flesh is of God.
Because what did the Christian church say? They say he didn't have a father. His father, they say he didn't have an earthly father. They say in the Bible already, we
born
know
in
the
the
scriptures say
spirit.
that he took not upon him the nature of angels. They say that he was conceived of an angel and Mary. So they say they don't confess that he came in the spirit, in the flesh. The scripture said if don't come and profess that he is come in the flesh, this spirit is not of God.
And they can they let you know these Christians don't even know the Bible.
Right.
Man, this man had a whole family. This man had sisters and brothers.
Yep.
This man had a whole life going through the scriptures, and they missed the whole thing. Go ahead.
Get that video, King, of an immediate Maccabees media, Al Sharpton. Because remember, this is
Man.
a pastor, right? This is a
Huh.
reverend. This is a pastor. Now I know this is the end of it, right?
So-called
gonna
reverend.
I just want to close it out with, you know what I'm saying? I just want to close it out with this.
Man, another thing, these seminary schools, y'all getting exposed.
Right.
You and your 501c3, your seminary schools, your little license, man, that's over with.
Let's now pretty much everybody know that this is an op. Back then in the 60s, though, but they didn't know that because he was around Martin Luther King and all
That's
those
right.
guys. But now it has come out, of course, this man is an op. Now he's gonna be speaking up against not so much as other people done said, but he's gonna it's gonna kind of chastise Kyrie. And Kyrie didn't say or do anything disrespectful or degrading towards
Not
nobody.
at all. Not at all.
He did nothing. All he did was share the link, and this was what he's saying about him. Play that video, King. This is TMZ video.
Wow. Now we never see him. Now all of a sudden we see him when Kyrie say something.
Right.
They went and got him 18 miles from up under the ground out of the damn cloning center cave, and they brung him up top and put him in a car, and bam, they go TMZ.
Right.
So sick of these coons.
What did Kyrie do to be bigoted?
Man, look at this
now,
man.
now check this. Now he said that we got to be careful for what we say. Did Kyrie Irving say anything? So what the hell is he talking about?
Man, did y'all see that?
What is he talking about?
That man dyed his hair blonde, his mustache blonde.
Get this last scripture for me. Matthew 7 and 14.
Man, he looking like Mr.
This is gonna be
Potato
my
Head.
last scripture for me. Matthew 7:14.
Wow.
It's gonna be the last one.
Man, when the last time we seen him?
Now he said that Kyrie that said, "Well, we got to be careful for what we say, right?" Because he said a couple key things. He said that he talked about bigotry. He said we got to make sure that we don't. He said we got to make sure that we don't exemplify or exude bigotry
Yes.
towards another group of people because the civil rights movement, right?
Exactly.
Because we've been
Yeah.
discriminated against, et cetera, et
Exactly.
cetera. Okay, where was the bigotry and discrimination? Right, because in order to discriminate against somebody, right, you have to physically, like, you have to do something to them. Like, for example, back in the '60s, right, we could not get certain jobs based off the color of our skin.
That's right. That's true.
We could not go in certain buildings, in areas or parks. We couldn't be outside after dark
Yeah.
during Jim
Oh,
Crow, based
most
off the
definitely.
color of our skin.
No.
Where
the same
did
fountains.
Kyrie Irving make any Jewish person not be able to go outside after dark? Where did Kyrie Irving discriminate against any Jewish person or cause harm to any Amalekite? Because they're not the Jews. Man, I will get
None.
Revelation 2 verse 9, but
None.
we ain't gonna get there. First off, nowhere did Kanye. I'm gonna say Kanye West. Even Kanye West. All they did was spoke the truth. Kyrie didn't say nothing because that was the question she had.
That's right.
No, asked him about. She didn't ask him about. She asked him about Kyrie.
Kyrie.
Kyrie said nothing. All he did was
Nothing.
share the link.
That's it.
What Jewish person did he keep from getting a job? What white person did he keep from getting a job? I just want to know.
Right. Bring it.
What white person or Jewish person did Kanye keep from
None.
getting a job?
None. They
None
own
of
all
them.
the companies.
So how in the hell are he discriminating against them? How are he being bigoted against them?
And number one, we have to be in control in order for the other nations to feel some type of punishment or to even feel like they're being discriminated against. We have to be in a position. We have to be in a powerful position of control, which we are not.
This Al Sharpton, right? This man walked with Martin Luther King. This man was an op, man. This man is an op. Read that in Matthew 14, man.
This the book of Matthews. I thought you said
Yeah.
7. Matthew
In
7.
Matthew 7 and 14.
14.
Yeah.
This the book of Matthew chapter 7 verse 14.
Read.
Be straight
Because straight
is the gate
is the gate. Read.
and narrow is the way.
And narrow is the way. Straight and narrow is the gate and is the way. Read.
Which leadeth unto life.
Because this way leadeth unto life. Why? Because most our people who are in the truth, there's not that many people that's gonna wake up to this truth. Read.
True. A few there be that find it.
Only a few that's going to find it. Why? Read.
Beware of false prophets.
Because there's gonna be false prophets out in the world deceiving many people. Read.
which come to you in sheep's clothing.
Did we just talk about this earlier? There's gonna be wolves in sheep's clothing.
That's right.
What's his name? Reverend Al Sharpton, like the pastors. Woe unto the pastors. I said in Malachi.
That's right.
Woe unto the pastor they'll scatter my flock. Read.
That's right. But inwardly, but outwardly,
Inwardly, they are ravening wolves.
they are ravenly wolves.
Inwardly, in their minds, in the inside, they are raven wolves. Just like when the wolf, when a wolf comes to devour, right, to come and hunt, like I forgot the name of the tale, right? Because it's a one of the I think it's a Canterbury tale.
Kingber.
Where the wolf dress up in a sheep in a falsified and a sheep garment, and he will kind of
Little Red Riding Hood.
Little Red Riding Hood
Yeah,
is one of
something
them,
like
but
that,
he
yeah.
wasn't in the sheep clothes, but he dressed up like grandmama on that one.
Yeah, grandma.
But it's another one I can't pinpoint it, but anyway, he was dressed in sheep clothing to deceive the sheep out there. And I think there were other sheep though, and the shepherd was trying to let them know, hey, look, no, don't follow this guy. That dude is a sheep. It's a wolf, man. You know, and I think he done caught a couple of them and ate them or something like that. But I can't remember. It's a long, it's an old school tale.
Old school tale.
Maybe somebody out there that remember it properly, but I'm butchering it. And it says, read verse 16.
Verse 16. Ye shall know them by their fruits.
We know Al Sharpton by his fruits because what did Al Sharpton do for black people in all the 50 years or so that he been,
Nothing.
quote unquote, stomping for black people.
No.
Where's his fruit? Black people are still in the ghettos, in the slums. We're still on the bottom. Where's Al's fruit? Where's the fruit that he produced?
Man, and how is this man still even a face for our people? How is he even Tim? Okay, for TMZ to pull up where you at, you have to be some type of celebrity figure or something. You know what I'm saying?
Basically, all he is. Pretty
Come
much,
on.
he pretty much lost all respect amongst the black community. At least he should. There's probably still some Sambos out there that believe in Al Sharpton. I don't know. Hopefully there isn't, but you know. But yeah, read.
Do men gather grapes of thorns or figs of thistles?
Or figs of, it's a question. Do men gather grapes or thorns or figs of thistles? Read.
Even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit.
A good tree will bring forth good fruit, but what?
But a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit.
A corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit, man. Again, there's a lot more on there, but we're running short of time, so I'm just gonna end it there. I'm gonna just end it there. But the point being made is that Al Sharpton, right, and not just him, a whole bunch,
all these
the pastors,
ops.
all these pastors, they're all ops, man. These people are among you, and be wary of the people that's walking among you too. You know, people acting strange or whatever. Remember, William O'Neal was with the Black Panthers for years, man. This man, I think he was one of Fred Hampton's right hand man.
He was
one of his top bodyguards or something like that. That's how he was able to get to drug Fred Hampton. Because remember, when they shot him up in his sleep, they drugged him.
And say that was his cause of his death.
He was able to get close enough to him to drug the brother, man. Wickedness, bro. But yeah, we're gonna end it on that, King, unless you got something.
All I'm gonna say is keep the commandments.
Keep the commandments and live.
Endure, keep the commandments and live. And I'm Akshakar for the nation of Israel, tribe of Judah.
I'm Prince Tim for the nation of Israel, tribe of Judah.
And we're Isaac, Israelite saints all about Christ. We want to say shalom.
Shalom.